Welcome, KSI tonight.
Everything is on point. Crabs are looking Gucci. Sharp is all I want until it suits me.
Everything is on point.
Show the grind for how I'm living. Can't complain on how my people win. Everything is on point. Yeah, my GG looking glorious. If I die, I know I'll die notorious.
Everything is on point.
Apex looking like my natural. Flying everywhere, I'm international. Everything is on point.
Hello guys and welcome back to another Simple Joe Reviews. Yes guys, we've got the nice little close-up camera, the green screen rocking, you know what we're on about today, you know you've been waiting for this. If you saw my video previously, then you know what this video is all about. So guys, today we are going to be talking about KSI, first Logan Paul, first Jay Paul and Daddy. We've got them fights to talk about. Yes, obviously yesterday was a big event of it all. And yes, I was at work when it was live, but I got up on it because they said they were taking all videos down. But did they? No, they flipping did it. We were able to watch all of it. I've seen both fights fully and they were amazing to watch. Obviously the undercards that were there, they've done amazing as well. They really are. They were good. I especially like watching GMX. I think he's an awesome YouTuber. I like watching him, and he flipping for saying he has bad shoulders while he did good as well. All the undercards did good in the fights, but we want to talk about the main fights. First we want to talk about Deji versus Jay Paul. You know what, Deji went into that the underdog, he really did, and I said I don't think Deji will win, Jay Paul win, and what happens, Jay Paul wins. But was it close? Yes, it flipping was close. That was such a close fight, went all the way to the 5th round. You know, Jay Paul just finished him off, and then obviously Deji can throw the towel in to think, you know what, mate, you're taking too much, you're not going to be able to, you're going to get knocked out if you carry on. But to be honest, Jay Paul, fair play to it, and fair play to Deji. To be fair play to Deji for initially calling man and making this event go ahead as well, and also for the fact that, you know, no one believed in Deji, and the crowd was fantastic with him. They really were. They all wanted Deji to win. You know, he puts in effort to train it, and to be honest, he outlasted a lot of us. Everyone thought Jay Paul was just going to wipe the floor with him. He didn't, to be honest. Deji made him bleed his nose, you know, he had a few shots on him, and to be honest, I'm happy that, you know, obviously Deji and Jay Paul don't want a rematch together, but the way Deji dealt with that situation now, fighting, he did brilliant, and I think Deji would want a rematch, but I don't think Jay wants to, as we've seen after talk. Jay Paul wants to fight someone else, you know, but don't get me wrong, they are pretty much level playing. Jay Paul maybe just have that little bit of a bit more, maybe because he was a little bit more athletic than Deji just go into this training, so obviously when he came to training, Jay Paul had that just a little bit upper hand, but to be honest, in the fight, not much difference separating them. They were very close together, and you know, he could have gone one way or the other. I just think Deji may have lost his time a bit, Jay Paul may be a little bit more fitter, and was able to get them, you know, shots in a bit more, so that was a good fight. Then obviously Jay Paul was going to think he's amazing, no disrespect, but he's going to think he's amazing for winning that, but at least he weren't too rushing rubbing it in, if you know what I mean. You know, he respected Deji, which was nice. Then the main event what we want to talk about, KSI first Logan Paul, as we know, that went down massively. We saw them both walk out outside just doing that, pretend I was way KSI masked. Both came out, you know, they both thought they were going to win each other. We go in the fight, you know, and to be honest, yes, Logan Paul did start off a lot better. First 2 rounds I would have given it to him. He were a lot more, you know, attacking. You could see KSI the game plan, you could see that 100%. You know, Logan Paul was going in really quick, you know, going in and all that. But in the 3rd round, I think KSI brought it back a little bit, you know. And personally for me, I think he pretty much had the rest of it, even though people were saying Logan Paul came back in the 4th round, and then the 5th round, the people were saying he got back into it, and then obviously KSI did finish him off in the 6th round. And fair, dude, I think it should have been a draw. You know, we saw the judges' results, you know, they said 1 vote for KSI, 2 votes for draw. To be honest, I do understand that rule, but I don't in a way, you know. Personally, I was saying to my brother, I was like, yes, obviously it's a draw because you go with the majority, obviously 2 out of 3, it says draw, so it's a draw, but surely if it's a draw and one person voted KSI, basically means KSI won because it's equal, but then someone else is thinking, oh, he's just hinted a bit. So we don't know, some people are saying it's fake, some people are saying it's not, you know, there's a lot of rumours going around. Some people say it was planned to do that so that it would go to a rematch anyway, because even if I think KSI all over for one, I do think it would have gone a rematch anyway, because obviously it's going to be in LA now, the rematch, and they're going to be, you know, the main event, and I don't think Jay Paul will. He'll be an undercard, so it's going to be interesting. But did I think it should have been a draw? Personally, when I watched the fight, yes, Logan Paul did amazing in the 1st round, but KSI did have that upper end at the end, and I do think if it was any more rounds, you know, if it went to 12 rounds, like a lot of boxing matches can do, you know, I do think it would have been him, you know. Obviously, I don't know much about boxing, but watching what I've seen, they only did 6 rounds, you know, max. So if they did any more, the KSI would have won 5. You know, KSI would have took that bout. And to be honest, if you look at all the rounds, he has a tactic, and at the end of the day, yes, okay, Logan Paul did do good in the first 2 rounds personally, and maybe some people might say it brought it back in the 4th, 5th round, you know. I still think overall, KSI did the most, you know, and most tactical and most damaging to the opponent. And if it was me, I probably would have said KSI did win fair and square, you know. Even the whole team thought he won, you know. Your team doesn't go and pick you up because they're not for you won, you know. So they were shocked, and you could see the reaction after, you know. Logan Paul kept saying, oh, he thought he would have won. I think he's just trying to big himself up. He has to be honest, he knew he didn't. He did a lot, he did good, but I just don't think he did that enough to be able to, you know, draw. Fair enough, we'll take the draw, you know. It was a bit disappointing for the audience because they thought someone was going to win, you know. I watched Stallion Fox video and he was saying, oh, disappointed, you know, we've had all this hype for so long and then this draw. You know, I suppose it makes it more suspense for the next fight in America, in LA. So it just had that, but I just feel like KSI did personally deserve just to clinch it, you know. It's only just though, Logan Paul gave him a good one. I just think KSI had that a lot more stamina, and if it was a boxing match that went on for longer, KSI would have won. So I just think KSI did have that, you know. Yes, Logan Paul hits him, but I think KSI was just a little bit, you know. But you know what, they both trained amazingly and they both thanked each other at the end. Obviously that threw a bit of hate at the end to each other, which was quite funny to say. Logan Paul was on about his side and KSI said about blood or whatever, so that was interesting to go. But yeah, I do think maybe KSI should have probably pushed and got the win, but he didn't, so it's not end of the world, you know. I couldn't watch it live anyway, so it didn't really bother me. I was just watching updates and then watch the videos after. But you know, it might have been disappointing for people who bought tickets, I don't know, or likely they want to see a winner. But at the end of the day, they give us a great entertainment. It's been an amazing build up, you know. It's got so many people involved in YouTube as well and more. Bigger fan, you know, for them as well, you know. It's been something cool to work on, and I like Paul said, big thank you for obviously his journey he's been on, and obviously thank KSI for helping him focus on something else, you know, stuff like that. So it's kind of good. It's annoying when you hear after they're saying, oh, they could have won, blah blah blah. But for next time when the fight, it's going to be interesting because I think Jake Paul's going to have a tough time. Whoever he plays, every fight again is going to be tough. And KSI for Logan Paul, it's a tough one, you know, because do I think that Logan Paul has a lot more training, a lot more tactic. He could potentially beat KSI, I really do, because he's got the longer reach and I think he's got a bit more power than KSI. But KSI has a tactical and he's good, he's got good stamina and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting, but they're both going to train longer and it is going to be interesting who wins. But that's my little talk on the KSI versus Logan Paul fight and all the boxing match happened. It was a great event, massive build, massive hype, and it just does a whole lot of good for YouTube, you know. Yesterday I felt sorry for some people, they couldn't upload the videos because everyone was watching other people, stuff like that. But anyway, it's all good now and it was an amazing event. Obviously a lot of YouTubers went there as well. So that's all interesting, guys. It really is. If you're new to the channel, press the red button. If you want to, you don't have to, I understand. And become a sympathy. And I will see you in another video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I will see you soon. I think the next video is going to be a review, so stay tuned for that. And I will see you flipping soon. Let's put this little specs on. Let's go. Let's go. Everything is on point. Fingers are looking Gucci.
1, 2, you hear the clock ticking, tick tock. You about to stop living, tick tock. I want you to remember me, tick tock. But the day don't have no memory. I'm coming. Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me, nobody control me. I'm coming.